90, not 94, we just did 94. 96, I think. So here's the fish tank. And let me see if I can draw a fish tank. There's this much water, which we don't know how much it is, but that's how much water there is. And then at the end of the week, it loses 10%. So if X was the total amount of water, right, and if we multiply it by 0.9, which is 90%, that's the remaining part. So if you actually lose 10%, right, this is how much you have left. So after the first week, you have 0.90, right, or 90% of what was in the tank originally. Now in the second week, so let me draw another tank. So another week goes by, and then remember the water level went down, right? So it is now a little bit lower, and we're going to call it 0.90x, which is what was left over from last week. So it's going to lose 10% of that, 10% again. So 10% of that value would be, so if you take 10%, how much do we have left over? Well, we're going to have 90%, or again 0.9 of what was left over from the prior week. And if you multiply this, right, you're going to get 0.81x, or you're going to have 81% of what was there originally. Okay? Again, 96. 97, I think, is the next one. 97 is a silly question. You literally just have to add this, and then there's a turkey sandwich, so it's 42. Probability of selecting 42 out of whatever the sum here is. 42 plus 36 plus 23 plus 39, 140. All right, so we're at 30%. 30% chance somebody selects a turkey sandwich. 97, 100. So what's the value? So R has three values, 5, 8, 14. We want the values for Q. So 3Q equals R plus 4. So all you have to do is literally substitute these values to get what Q is. So let's do 5. So 3Q equals 5 plus 4, 3Q equals 9, and Q equals 3. So one value for Q is be 3. So you can already cross this one out and this one out because 3 is not there. So let's do 8. 3Q equals 8 plus 4, 3Q equals 12, and Q equals 4. So we already know that F is the answer because E doesn't have a 4. Right, pretty straightforward. 101. So again, if n is an integer, if n is an integer, which of the following must be odd? Well, if n must be odd, right? So if I can prove that n is even here, so would this equal an odd number? Well, if n is an even number, that wouldn't work, right? Sorry, if n is an odd number, that wouldn't work, right? So n can't be odd here, right? The only way this is going to work if n is an even number, like 2, 4, 6, 8. Right? If it's odd, this is not going to work, so that's gone. Now think about 2 times n. So if you multiply 2 times any integer, and let's just take, so let's say multiply 2 times 1 times 2 times 3 times 4 times 5 times 6 and 7 times 8. What are we going to get here? Multiply anything by 2, you're going to get what? An even number. And if you add 1 to that, you get an odd. So this is what we want. Okay, that one. Which of the following must be odd? Well, if you multiply, what I was trying to say is that if you multiply an odd number times 2, so 2 times 3 is 6, 2 times 5 is 10, 2 times 7 is 14, 2 times 9 is 18. So what ends up happening is that if you multiply, it doesn't matter what n is, right? you're going to get an even number. And then if you add that even number plus 1, you're going to get a odd. So this must be odd. One oh one, 102. All right. For number x, so we got to translate this into an algebraic expression. If a number x is multiplied by 5, or 5 times x, the result equals 8 less than the result of multiplying a number y by 3. Do I have anything that looks like this over here? Well, 5x equals 8 minus 3y. It's definitely not this one. 5 minus 8 equals 3y. No, because 3y is negative here. But this one. First of all, the y is negative, so this is gone, and this is gone, and this is the only one that works, and I'll show you why. What if we add 3y to both sides, right? So on the left side, we get 5x plus 3y. They're not like terms, so we can't add, but we can subtract these. So I can rewrite the equation so that it looks like this, and it works. So H is your answer. 105. Oh, 104. All right, so we want the mean number of pets. So we have 5 kids in the classroom that have 0 pets, 3 kids in the classroom that have 1 pet, 1 kid in the class that has 5. So if you find the mean, we have to add it all up and divide it by however many there are, right? So in this case, we have 24. We're going to divide that by 24. We got to add all this. So 0, there's 5 zeros here. Let me just write it out. Right, 5 kids with zeros. There's 3 here. There should be 3 ones. 3 students have 1 pet each. 7 over here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6 over here. 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 4s and 1 kid has 5 pets. So let's find a total. This is 0. This is 3. If we add this, we get 14. This is 1, 2, 3. There's we need one more 6. Yeah. We have 6 times 3, which is 18. This is an 8. And this is a 5. So let's add them up. 5 and 8 is 13. 13 and 18 is 31. 31 and 14 is 45. We have 48. So the total, if we did 0 plus 0, sorry, I'm not going to write the whole thing, but 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 1, etc., all the way to the 5, we get a total of 48. Divide that by 24, and the mean here, obviously, 48 divided by 24 is 2. 104, 105. Okay, so I know I asked, I want you to completely ignore 105. They made a mess out of this problem. Okay, so you're not doing 105. Yeah, I'm not too happy with this test. 108. 4 consecutive even numbers have a sum of 28. So that's your first even number. Your second even number is x plus 2. The third one is x plus 4. And the last one is x plus 6. And that all equals 28. So what is the largest of these numbers? Well, combined like terms, x, and x is 4x plus 2, 6, 12 equals 28. Minus 12 minus 12, 4x equals 16, x equals 4 because we divide both sides by 4. So first even number is 4, the second is 6, 8, and the last one is 10. So that's the largest of them all. 108, 110. What is the value of that in terms of d if c equals 2d? All right. Let's change that. Distributed property, 20d plus 30. equals, sorry, not equals, plus 12d minus 30. The 30s can go away, right? And then 20d plus 12d, they're both positives, so we get 32d. When 11, perimeter of a rectangle. We have a rectangle. Right, the perimeter is 208. We know that the ratio of its length to its width, it's 5 to 3. The length, so we call that 5x, 3x. What are the dimensions of this rectangle? All right, so length and width, 5 to 3. Okay, so we can do, well, that's 5x. This is 5x, right? This is 3x. This is 3x. So we can go 5x plus 5x plus 3x plus 3x equals 208. That's 16x equals 208. Divide both sides by 16. And x equals, no idea. X equals 13. So that means that this, let me draw another rectangle. This is 5 times 13, which is 65. And this is 3 times, our width is 3 times 13, which is 39. So this is a 65 times a 39 rectangle right here. $113. All right, so 113 is not that crazy. So we have 5 people, and I'm going to write the numbers here. Well, let me write person A, person B, person C, person D, person E, and you're giving out cards. This gets the first, second, third, fourth, fifth card. We want to know who gets the 52nd card. Sorry, second. Okay. So we can go and see if there's a pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm pretty sure you already see one. So you know that this, and if we go on, right, this person is going to get the 50th card, which means A is going to get the 51st, and B, A is going to get the 51st, and B will get the 52nd. All right, there are quite a few questions here that there were errors in the answers, or the questions didn't even make sense. So hopefully the next test, I have another Kaplan test, it's not as messy as this one. Okay, hopefully that helped.